Story about school love. I am a student in the last year of high school, and my story began with the first day of study in a new class. When I first saw him, my heart skipped a beat. He, let's call him Max, was a new student at our school and sat at the desk next to me. He had deep brown eyes, luxurious curly hair, and a mysterious smile. At first glance, it was clear that he was special. He possessed an unsurpassed sense of humor, was intelligent and talented. His musical ability was phenomenal, and he played the guitar like a master. He performed at school concerts and always captivated the entire audience, including me, with his performance. During the first days of school, I was nervous going to class next to Max. I tried to hide my feelings, but my friends immediately noticed my admiration. They were happy for me, but I was embarrassed because he didn't notice me. He was popular among students, always surrounded by friends, and I was just an inconspicuous schoolgirl. However, everything changed during one of the school events. A party was organized in the school cafeteria, and Max performed with his band. His performance was incredible, and the whole hall remained silent while listening to his music. When the performance was over, I couldn't contain my emotions and went on stage to express my gratitude. I told him that his music fascinated me and that I was a big fan of his. He smiled at me, thanked me for the compliment, and asked me to join him on stage. I went on stage for the first time in front of the whole class and sang with Max. It was an unforgettable moment when I felt like I finally had his attention. After the performance, Max invited me for a walk after the party. I agreed, and we walked along the river, talking about music, books, movies, and our dreams. It turned out that we had many interests in common, and the conversation flowed easily. With each passing day, we spent more and more time together. We helped each other with homework, had little music sessions together, and shared our secrets. For the first time, I felt like I was floating on clouds. Every day was filled with joy and fun. But, as it often happens, our feelings were put to the test. Some of our classmates noticed our closeness and started spreading gossip. Some of them tried to single me out from among our mutual friends, which caused conflicts and arguments. Nevertheless, we continued to stick together, regardless of public opinion. We mutually supported each other and helped to survive these trials. Max was always there when I was sad or difficult, and we mutually supported each other in studies and in our musical interests. A few months passed, and our feelings became even stronger. Max became my closest friend, a singer, a composer, and my feelings for him grew into something more than just friendship. I constantly thought about him, waited for our meetings, and felt my heart skip a beat when I saw him. But I was sure that he has many supporters, and maybe he does not have the same feelings for me. This caused me doubts and fears, and I did not have the courage to express my feelings openly. Instead, I continued our friendship, enjoying every moment, but at the same time feeling sad that I couldn't express my true feelings. One day, before the spring concert, Max found me in the backyard of the school. He saw that I was upset and approached me. He asked me to tell him what had happened, and I finally opened my heart to him, telling him about my feelings. Max stood still for a moment, and then his expression changed into something I couldn't understand. He smiled, took my hands in his, and replied that he felt the same way about me. My heart suddenly skipped a beat with happiness. After that, our feelings became mutual and even stronger. We became a couple who shared many moments together, including walks together, evenings by the fire, performing music together, and several trips to concerts and festivals. We were inseparable, always supporting each other in all our musical endeavors and shared interests. Max was so talented that his music became popular in our city. We often performed together at various events and concerts, performing our joint compositions, and received tremendous support from our friends, teachers, and co-participants. However, our mutual feelings and musical achievements did not prevent us from being ordinary teenagers. We shared our dreams, thought about the future, joked and laughed together. Our musical passion connected us even more, and we understood each other without words. However, not everything was as rare as we would like. Some of our classmates did not understand our passion for music, were somewhat jealous of our achievements, and treated us with some caution. But we didn't let it stop us. We continued to do what we love and support each other. One day, before the school prom, Max invited me to perform with him on stage, performing our joint composition. It was our biggest scene so far, and I was really excited. We spent a lot of time preparing, rehearsing, and all this only strengthened our feelings for each other. On the graduation evening, we went on stage together, under bright lights, in front of a large audience of our classmates, teachers, parents, and other guests. We performed our song with all our hearts, forgetting everything around us, just the two of us and our music. After the performance, we received loud applause and ovations from the audience. We felt on top of the world, feeling the euphoria of success and mutual support. After the performance, Max took my hand and looked into my eyes. There were lights in his eyes, and I knew this was the moment I had been waiting for. We stepped outside, away from the noisy crowd, and he slowly leaned in to kiss me. It was our first kiss. It was tender and passionate at the same time. My heart suddenly caught fire, and I realized that he is my loved one. A lot of time has passed since that moment, and our love continued to grow. We continued to perform together, expand our musical horizons, but most importantly, we always supported each other in all our endeavors. Our music became even stronger as we wrote songs together about our love and our shared experiences. Max and I finished school and went to different universities, but our love continued to be strong. We maintained a long-distance relationship, visited each other, spent time together at concerts and festivals. There were difficult moments when the distance between us proved to be a challenge, but we always found ways to strengthen our feelings and keep our love alive. After graduating from the university, Max and I decided to combine our efforts and go on a musical path together. We founded our own band, which quickly gained popularity in our city. We performed at various concerts, recorded albums, and expanded our audience. Once our band received an offer to participate in a national music competition. We agreed, because it was a great opportunity for us. The preparation was intense, but we worked hard on our performances, perfected our songs, and rehearsed many times. On the day of the competition, we were ecstatic, feeling a mixture of excitement and confidence. We went on stage and performed our best song, forgetting everything around us. The audience responded with loud applause, and Max and I held hands and looked into each other's eyes with joy. To our great delight, our band won first place. We were filled with happiness and pride. But the most important thing that Max did on stage was that he managed to confess his feelings to me in front of the entire audience. He took the microphone and gave me his song where he expressed his love for me.